Catherine, the Princess of Wales, offered constant reassurance to Prince George and Princess Charlotte throughout the Queen's funeral, to help the young royals cope with the most difficult day of their young lives. The future king and his sister, Princess Charlotte, bid farewell to their beloved Gan Gan, as the youngest members of the royal family to follow the Queen's coffin through Westminster Abbey. Mourners have broken down into tears watching Prince George and Princess Charlotte join royal family members among some 2,000 guests at Queen Elizabeth II's state funeral on Monday. The young siblings walked solemnly with their father and mother, the Prince and Princess of Wales, behind their Gan Gan's coffin, as the great-grandmother was affectionately known to them. Prince George was seen wiping away tears as he gave his final goodbyes to his great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II. Princess Charlotte, who wore a touching horseshoe brooch, was seen visibly upset as she wiped her eyes outside at Wellington Arch. The only daughter of the Prince and Princess of Wales is said to share the Queen's love of horses, and the brooch was reportedly a gift from her late great-grandmother. Kate, clearly aware that her two elder children would find the day emotionally difficult, provided a constant source of comfort to George and his younger sister. Prince George was dressed in a dark navy suit and tie, while Princess Charlotte wore a black coat dress with pleats at the back and a small silver horseshoe pinned on the front, black tights and a hat with a ribbon tied at the back. Viewers took to social media to share how moved they were by seeing the heartbroken pair, with many saying they burst into tears. Prince George, 9, who is second in line to the throne, was by his father's side, while Princess Charlotte, 7, third in line to the throne, was next to her mother. Ahead of the service, the Princess of Wales could be seen holding Charlotte's hand, giving her a reassuring touch on the shoulder. A picture taken during the service showed Catherine putting a gentle and protective hand on her son's leg, as he was given another glimpse into life as an heir to the throne, while also saying a final goodbye to the beloved late monarch. Prince William was also seen showing some support to his son as they made their way to their seats in Westminster Abbey. As the young prince passed the coffin, his father was seen placing his hand gently on his shoulder. Princess Charlotte's grandfather King Charles III was also seen holding back tears during the memorial. Similarly, her Aunt Meghan Markle had tears streaming down her face during the ceremony at Wellington Arch. One person on Twitter wrote, "I was doing fine until I saw little Prince George and Princess Charlotte." While another said, "Poor babies, Prince George and Princess Charlotte got me all choked up." Another commented, "I am properly crying over Prince George and Princess Charlotte walking behind their great-grandmother's coffin with their parents. They're still babies." Another said, "This image breaks my heart. I think sometimes people forget that the Queen was not just a queen, but a great-grandmother as well." George, 9, and Princess Charlotte, 7, walked behind the Queen's coffin as part of a solemn procession past hundreds of guests through the Gothic church. The Prince and Princess' 4-year-old brother, Prince Louis, was not present. He is likely to be considered too young to attend. Kate revealed that Prince Louis has been struggling to understand the sovereign's passed away, telling Australia's Governor-General David Hurley on Saturday that her youngest child had been asking questions. Following a service full of poignant nods to Her Majesty's life, the procession set off for Wellington Arch. Princess Charlotte was seen ordering her brother in a sweet exchange following the emotional first part of her great-grandmother's funeral. As they stood waiting for the Queen to be safely moved for her onward journey to Windsor, George and Charlotte were filmed exchanging words, and the moment was soon being shared on social media. The clip appears to show Charlotte telling her older sibling, "You need to bow," as he appeared to be listening to his sister intently. But royal fans loved seeing the sibling moment. At MRS Bear 2016 tweeted, "Princess Charlotte is such a boss, I love her. You need to bow," telling off her older brother, the future king. At Bimbala25 joked, "Charlotte is definitely going to keep George in check. No question about that." At the Waleses posted, "They're still so young, but from the brief glimpses of the Platinum Jubilee and the Queen's funeral, it's easy to tell that Charlotte rules the roost and that George and Louis are lucky to have her as their sister. She's such a Catherine's mini-me when it comes to protocol." It's a somber and emotional day for those who have followed the Queen at different times throughout her 70-year reign as she is laid to rest. Queen Elizabeth II passed away peacefully at Balmoral, her Scottish Highlands home, it was announced by Buckingham Palace. The nation has since been in a 10-day period of national mourning, with hundreds of thousands lining the streets of London to pay their final respects as the Queen lied in state at Westminster Hall. The royal family have paid a touching final tribute to the Queen, after she was laid to rest with her beloved Prince Philip following a day of public ceremonies, watched by as many as 4 billion people worldwide. It comes after a highly symbolic moment in which the Queen's crown, orb and scepter were removed from her coffin so she could descend into her grave as a simple Christian soul. Her Majesty returned home to Windsor to be reunited for eternity with her husband, father, mother and sister in the royal crypt at St. George's Chapel, as her 70-year reign officially came to an end.
Thank you for watching videos. If you like our videos, please support growing channel by subscribe channel and like video hour. Your support is a motivation for us to produce better videos. If you have any requests for news, please comment below the videos for us. See you in the next videos.